Winning her heart isn't just about what you say or the gifts you give. It's about consistently demonstrating the virtues of a composed and purposeful life. As Stoics, we know that true mastery comes not from grandiose declarations, but from the quiet strength we exhibit in our daily lives. Each moment, whether it's a stressful situation or a casual conversation, is a chance to show your resilience, organization, and ambition. These qualities speak volumes to anyone observing, especially the woman you're interested in. Today, we delve deep into understanding these subtle cues that she's evaluating from the moment she meets you. Are you frazzled by the slightest inconvenience, or do you confront challenges with calm resolve? Do your living spaces reflect order or chaos? What are your relationships with family and friends like? And what do these relationships say about your character and your capability for love and commitment? So, join us on this journey as we unfold the art of not just catching her interest, but captivating her heart through genuine strength and virtue. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our series on modern Stoicism and mastering relationships. Your journey to a fulfilling connection starts here. Number 1. Exude confidence. Confidence is undoubtedly magnetic, but it's essential to understand that true confidence comes from self-mastery, not from trying to impress others. Stoicism teaches us that real confidence is rooted in how well we control our emotions, our thoughts, and our reactions. It's a quiet strength, not a loud performance. When you enter a room, your posture, the way you make eye contact, and how you interact with her should reflect a steady, calm demeanor. It's not about being the center of attention, but about being fully present and secure in who you are. Imagine you're meeting her for a casual evening out. As you arrive, don't hesitate. Greet her with a relaxed smile and a sense of assurance. Small gestures like holding the door open for her, pulling out her chair, or ordering with confidence show that you're in control, but not in a dominating way. These actions reflect a man who's confident in his ability to lead the situation without needing validation from anyone else. This kind of quiet assurance is something that draws people in naturally. One of the keys to exuding confidence is to avoid trying too hard. You don't need to boast about your accomplishments or speak loudly to make an impression. Instead, let your actions speak for themselves. Be decisive in your words and decisions. For example, when making plans, confidently suggest an option instead of leaving things too open-ended. Let's try that new Italian place downtown at 7. Sounds much more attractive than, I don't know, what do you want to do? Women appreciate a man who can take charge without being overbearing. It shows you value your time and hers. However, be mindful of not crossing the line into arrogance. Confidence is about being sure of yourself without feeling the need to prove anything. Women are drawn to men who are at ease with who they are, who don't need to overcompensate or seek attention. When you're able to remain composed in the face of challenges or uncertainty, it demonstrates a level of emotional intelligence that is hard to ignore. Lastly, authenticity is key. In Stoicism, we strive to live according to our principles, not for the approval of others. This means that if you're not genuine in your compliments or actions, she will see right through it. Be sincere in everything you say and do. Authenticity breeds trust, and trust is the foundation of attraction. When she feels that you're real, grounded, and comfortable in your own skin, she'll be naturally drawn to you. Winning her heart through confidence isn't about trying to be someone else. It's about fully embracing who you are and letting that self-assuredness shine through every interaction. Number 2, are you bringing enough energy? In relationships, the energy you bring to the table can make all the difference. People by nature are attracted to those who radiate positive and vibrant energy. It's no different when trying to win her heart. If you approach interactions with enthusiasm, you'll stand out. Now, let's bring this into a Stoic perspective. Stoicism teaches us to control what we can and to approach life with purpose and intent. This means that every moment you spend with her, you should bring your best self, filled with optimism and focus. Negative behaviors, like constantly complaining or getting lost in trivial arguments, are a quick way to push someone away. They lower your energy, create unnecessary tension, and make you less appealing. A Stoic mindset, however, encourages you to maintain emotional resilience and avoid letting external circumstances control your emotions. If things don't go as planned, don't let that drain your energy. Instead, rise above it. When you focus on what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and how you treat others, you become a more grounded, confident, and attractive person. If she mentions an idea or a place she's curious about, be the person who takes action. Don't just talk about it. Make a suggestion like, "How about we check that place out on Saturday?" Or, "Let's grab a coffee after work." This shows spontaneity, interest, and decisiveness, qualities that align with Stoic wisdom. The energy you bring to those moments, rooted in excitement and a go-getter attitude, will leave a lasting impression. Stoics believe in living in harmony with nature, and this extends to our relationships. When you approach every interaction with excitement and presence, you create an environment that others are drawn to. Positivity is contagious, and by exuding that energy, you naturally elevate the mood of those around you, including her. This doesn't mean you're faking it or being overly hyper. It means you are grounded in your own sense of purpose, and you're actively engaging with life. By being fully present, listening to her, and bringing energy into every conversation, you'll set yourself apart from others who may lack that vitality. Remember, the energy you put out is the energy you receive. If you maintain a positive, engaged, and enthusiastic attitude, you'll not only win her attention, but also her admiration. Be the kind of person who embraces life's opportunities with joy and openness, and you'll create the kind of connection that lasts. It's not just about making her feel good. It's about showing that you live your life with purpose, energy, and intention, qualities that anyone would find deeply attractive. Number 3, how you interact with other women. In Stoicism, how we treat others is a direct reflection of our inner character and virtues. And nowhere is this more evident than in how we interact with the women in our lives. This includes your mother, female friends, co-workers, and even ex-girlfriends. Each interaction you have with these women paints a picture of your values, emotional stability, and maturity. If you're seeking to win over a woman's heart, the way you treat other women will play a significant role in shaping her perception of you. For instance, being dismissive toward your female family members or forgetting important dates like your mom's birthday might give the impression that you are emotionally disconnected or even unstable. Stoicism teaches us that we must treat everyone with fairness, dignity, and respect, regardless of how challenging that might be at times. It's not just about how you treat the woman you are interested in, but how you treat all women. This demonstrates consistency in your character, a trait highly valued by Stoic philosophy. Picture a scenario where you're having a conversation with your crush, and you bring up how much you appreciate the women in your life. Share a story about how you helped your sister take care of her newborn, or how you went out of your way to plan something special for your mom on her birthday. Asking your crush for advice on picking out a gift for your mother not only shows that you value and respect your family, but it also subtly communicates that you're a caring, thoughtful person who values relationships with women. Stoicism emphasizes that our interactions with others, especially those closest to us, are opportunities to practice virtues such as kindness, patience, and empathy. By being attentive and respectful toward the women in your life, you demonstrate that you possess emotional intelligence and depth. These are qualities that naturally draw people toward you and show that you have the stability and maturity required for a healthy relationship. Additionally, it's critical to avoid speaking negatively about your ex-girlfriends, no matter how difficult the relationship may have been. Stoicism encourages us to accept the past and let go of negative emotions. By speaking ill of your ex, you risk coming across as bitter or resentful, which are traits that reveal a lack of self-control. Instead, talk about past relationships with neutrality, or, better yet, don't dwell on them at all. This shows emotional strength and growth, qualities that reflect Stoic ideals of mastering one's emotions. Women, in general, are attracted to men who have learned from their past and aren't bogged down by it. Remember, Stoicism isn't about impressing others through grand gestures. It's about consistently living your values. When the woman you're interested in sees how you treat all women, whether it's your mother, a female colleague, or an ex, with respect and dignity, she will perceive you as someone who values human connection and who approaches relationships with fairness and compassion. By showing that you respect and value the women in your life, you create an image of yourself as someone who is not only considerate and compassionate, but also emotionally intelligent, a combination that will certainly win her heart. Number 4. Are you taking care of your appearance? Taking care of how you present yourself reflects your inner discipline, and more importantly, it shows respect for both yourself and the people you interact with, especially the women you're interested in. This isn't about vanity or chasing trends, but about self-respect and showing that you value your time and hers. Some might argue that women only care about wealth, looks, or success, but that mindset is a trap. High-value women, the kind who are worth building meaningful connections with, aren't just looking at the surface. They appreciate a man who puts thought into his appearance, not because of the clothes he wears, but because of the effort and care it represents. Stoicism teaches us that small actions reflect larger virtues. By paying attention to how you look, you're signaling discipline, attention to detail, and respect for the occasion. Think of this in the context of the Stoic principle of preparatio, preparing yourself mentally and physically for whatever life brings. Just as a Stoic would prepare their mind for challenges, you should prepare your appearance for any social situation. Imagine walking into a date with a woman, and you're dressed in wrinkled clothes, with messy hair and unclean shoes. She's going to feel that you didn't make an effort, and that can send the message that you're not truly interested. On the other hand, when you show up well-groomed and thoughtful about your presentation, it shows that you care, both about the moment and her. Let's break it down. It's not about expensive designer brands or obsessing over looks. It's about mastering the basics of personal grooming, things as simple as clean clothes, neat nails, and fresh hair. Women notice the small details, from your hands to your sneakers. They pick up on subtle cues, and those cues can shape their perception of you. If you appear disheveled or careless, it can suggest that you're not serious about the relationship or about taking care of yourself. A Stoic man knows that first impressions matter, not because we're seeking approval, but because we strive to reflect our inner principles in our outer life. Take a lesson from Stoic philosopher Epictetus. Know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly. This quote applies here. Your appearance should reflect your confidence and self-awareness. When you dress neatly, groom yourself, and pay attention to your appearance, it's not just about how others see you. It's about how you see yourself. You're showing her that you value discipline, effort, and respect, traits that will undoubtedly win her heart over time. In essence, your appearance is an unspoken reflection of your inner values. Taking care of your appearance is about more than just how you look. It's about exuding confidence, self-discipline, and respect. These are qualities that will naturally attract the kind of woman who values a strong, thoughtful man. And in doing so, you're not just working to win her heart, but also practicing the Stoic virtues that make you a better, more complete person. Number 5. Are you ambitious in life? Ambition is not only about achieving success, but about pursuing personal excellence in every area of life. A man with ambition, someone who sets goals and relentlessly works towards them, is deeply attractive to women. Why? Because ambition reflects your ability to build a future, not just for yourself, but for the partnership you might share. This is where Stoic principles come into play, reminding us that ambition must be tempered with discipline, patience, and virtue. Think about it. If you're content with coasting through life without any clear direction, you're essentially saying you're fine with mediocrity. Women are drawn to men who display the drive and determination to succeed, not just for the material gains, but because it demonstrates that you have the mindset and resilience to handle life's challenges. Stoicism teaches that while external goals are important, it's the cultivation of inner strength and the ability to endure difficulties that set you apart. For example, imagine you're someone who's working toward a promotion at work, studying a new skill, or pushing yourself physically at the gym. All of these actions show that you are committed to growth and self-improvement. Ambition, through a Stoic lens, is not about wanting more for the sake of having more. It's about becoming a better version of yourself. This reflects your potential to offer emotional, financial, and moral support in a relationship. Consider how this plays out in the dating world. A woman evaluating a potential partner isn't just looking at who you are now, but what kind of future you're building. If you demonstrate that you're ambitious and constantly seeking to better yourself, it shows her that you're capable of not only supporting yourself, but also contributing positively to a shared life together. You become a reliable partner, someone who can weather the storms that inevitably come with relationships, and this security is incredibly attractive. On the flip side, if you come across as too laid back or complacent, it signals that you're not interested in progressing or improving. This lack of ambition can be seen as a burden, as she may feel like she has to carry more emotional and even financial weight in the relationship. In Stoicism, we are taught to take responsibility for ourselves, to not depend on others for our sense of purpose or well-being. If you fail to show ambition, you're essentially handing over the reins of your life to someone else, which can be deeply unattractive. So, how do you cultivate and showcase your ambition? Start by setting small, achievable goals in different areas of your life, career, health, personal development, and consistently work toward them. Show her through your actions that you are building a life of purpose and meaning, that you are committed to growth, and that you are someone who can be counted on when things get tough. In a relationship, ambition isn't about proving yourself superior or dominating. It's about striving for a balanced, fulfilling life where both partners grow together. Ambition rooted in Stoic principles means being patient, understanding that not every success will come immediately, but trusting that consistent effort will pay off in the long run. When you live with this kind of ambition, you naturally win her heart, because you're showing her that you're not just thinking about today, you're building a future that includes her. If you've journeyed with me this far and are still engaged, I invite you to take a brief pause and comment below with "Cultivate Ambition." This simple act signifies that you genuinely resonate with the message we've been exploring. Your participation means a lot, and it's a testament to your commitment to personal growth. Now, let's delve deeper and continue our exploration together. Number 6. Show interest in her passions. From a Stoic perspective, relationships are about creating harmony, respect, and balance. When you show genuine interest in her passions, you are practicing the Stoic principle of sympathia, the interconnectedness between individuals and the understanding that we are all part of the same whole. This doesn't mean faking enthusiasm for things you don't care about, but rather embracing what she values, because, as her partner, her joy becomes part of your world. Think about this. Would you feel respected if someone close to you constantly dismissed your hobbies or belittled what excites you? Of course not. That's why showing interest in what she loves, whether it's gardening, painting, or fitness, plays a vital role in building emotional connection. You don't have to share the same level of passion, but acknowledging and supporting her in those areas strengthens the bond between you. For example, if she's passionate about houseplants, perhaps you could suggest a fun outing to a local pottery class where you both make custom pots for her plants. It's not just about the activity itself, but about participating in something that brings her joy. Or, the next time you're shopping together, ask for her input when picking out plants for your space. These small gestures send a powerful message. I care about what brings you happiness. In Stoicism, indifference refers to things that are neither good nor bad, but can be used for good if approached mindfully. Her interests may not align perfectly with yours, but you can use them as opportunities to practice kindness, attentiveness, and thoughtfulness, virtues that the Stoics highly prized. Another example could be simply asking her why she loves her hobby or what got her into it in the first place. This not only opens up meaningful conversations, but shows that you're genuinely curious about her world. Whether big or small, these actions reflect care for what she values, reinforcing that her happiness is something you prioritize. By showing interest in her passions, you build a bridge of mutual respect and admiration, essential components of any thriving relationship. When you approach her interests with sincerity and curiosity, it shows her that you're not just focused on your own needs, but that you value her individuality. In the end, these small yet significant gestures are what will make her feel truly understood and appreciated, leading to a deeper emotional connection. Number 7. Are you actively pursuing your goals? As mentioned before, women are naturally drawn to men who are ambitious, self-disciplined, and actively pursuing their goals. It's not about impressing her with flashy achievements, but rather showing that you are dedicated to becoming the best version of yourself, consistently working on things that matter to you. The way you incorporate your goals into conversations can make a significant difference in how you're perceived. It's important to mention your ambitions without sounding boastful or overbearing. Instead, let your goals and progress come up naturally. For instance, if she asks how your weekend was, you can say something like, "I got up early on Saturday to work on a side project I'm passionate about. It's something I've been developing into a business, and I'm really excited about where it's heading. Later, I hit the gym to keep up with my fitness routine." This kind of response is effective because it's more than just small talk. You're demonstrating that you're a person who values time, discipline, and progress. You're focused on your goals, whether it's starting a business, improving your fitness, or working toward financial independence without needing to show off. By subtly introducing these aspects of your life, you communicate that you're constantly working towards something meaningful, which is far more attractive than someone who seems aimless or stagnant. In Stoicism, we are encouraged to cultivate a sense of purpose and resilience. This same mindset is what will win her heart, because you're not depending on her approval for validation. Instead, you're focused on achieving your personal goals and living a life of action, not just words. Whether it's building a career, learning new skills, or developing yourself in any way, your dedication will naturally make you stand out. Moreover, by showing that you can stay calm and composed while pursuing your goals, you embody another important Stoic principle: detachment from outcomes. You're putting in the effort, but you're not overly attached to success or failure. This sense of inner peace and focus is attractive because it shows that you're not easily shaken by external events. You're a man who knows what he wants, works toward it, but remains grounded and balanced. This kind of mindset is incredibly magnetic. It tells her that you're not chasing after things or people for validation. You're driven by an internal compass, and that inner confidence, combined with visible action, is what makes you stand out. When you live with purpose, share it authentically, and stay focused on your path, you not only win her heart, but also attract the right people into your life naturally. Number 8, your circle of friends. You've probably heard the saying, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." It's a statement rooted in wisdom and reflects a Stoic truth. The people you choose to associate with are not just companions. They shape your thoughts, behaviors, and ultimately, your character. In the world of Stoicism, surrounding yourself with those who reflect virtue and purpose is a key to personal growth. And when it comes to winning her heart, this principle becomes even more important. Imagine, for a moment, what someone like Marcus Aurelius might say about this. He believed that we should always aim to align ourselves with those who pursue wisdom, integrity, and self-discipline. In your own life, if you're consistently hanging out with people who lack direction, treat others poorly, or indulge in negative habits, it's not just about them, it reflects back on you. Even if you don't engage in those behaviors, being surrounded by people who do can paint a picture that doesn't align with the confident, thoughtful person you're aiming to become. Let's take an example. If she asks you about your circle of friends, what kind of picture do you want to paint? Say you mention a friend who is always borrowing money and never repaying it, or someone who spends every weekend drinking and getting into trouble. That could raise red flags for her. She may wonder why you would keep company with such people, even if you personally don't engage in those actions. From a Stoic perspective, your associations speak volumes about your values and priorities. Now think about the opposite scenario. If you mention friends who are ambitious, who support you in your goals, who challenge you to be better, that sends a completely different message. She'll see that you're intentional about the people in your life. You've built a network of individuals who reflect the kind of growth and discipline that she's likely looking for in a partner. This doesn't mean you have to ditch every friend with a flaw, but it does mean being mindful of how their behaviors influence your own life and how they might be perceived by someone looking to invest in a future with you. The Stoics believed in surrounding themselves with people who strive for virtue, and this can apply to you as well. If you have friends whose habits could cause concern, you don't need to cut ties immediately, but you should be mindful of the impact they have on your life. Consider whether they align with the image you want to project, both to yourself and to others. You can distance yourself from those whose values clash with your own growth, or, at the very least, Highlight the positive influences in your life when discussing your friends with her. Winning her heart isn't just about impressing her in the moment or saying the right things. It's about demonstrating that you've built a life she can respect and want to be part of. The Stoic man understands the value of friendships and how they reflect his personal philosophy on life. By curating a circle of friends that encourages self-improvement and personal growth, you show her that you're on a journey of becoming the best version of yourself, and that's something she'll naturally be drawn to. Number 9. Are you dependable? From the moment you interact with a woman, she's likely assessing how reliable you are and imagining what life would be like with you. Stoicism teaches us that our actions must align with our words, for integrity is the foundation of dependability. It's not just about whether you have a stable job or arrive on time to appointments, it's about the overall consistency of your behavior. For example, Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." This means that being dependable is not just something you say you'll do. It's something you must demonstrate in every part of your life. A woman might test this by paying attention to your lifestyle. Do you follow through on your promises? Are you committed to your goals, even when life gets difficult? Your job stability, the quality of your friendships, and your ability to be there when you say you will, all play into her understanding of your reliability. From the moment you interact with a woman, she's likely assessing how reliable you are and imagining what life would be like with you. Stoicism teaches us that our actions must align with our words, for integrity is the foundation of dependability. It's not just about whether you have a stable job or arrive on time to appointments. It's about the overall consistency of your behavior. For example, Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." This means that being dependable is not just something you say you'll do. It's something you must demonstrate in every part of your life. A woman might test this by paying attention to your lifestyle. Do you follow through on your promises? Are you committed to your goals, even when life gets difficult? Your job stability, the quality of your friendships, and your ability to be there when you say you will, all play into her understanding of your reliability. But reliability goes beyond showing up on time. It's also about emotional steadiness. If your career is shaky or you frequently show up late, it might signal to her that you lack the internal discipline necessary for a serious relationship. She might think that if you can't be present in small things, like keeping plans or handling your responsibilities, how can you be counted on when emotional challenges arise? In Stoicism, we learn that consistency in action reflects strength of character. Take time to examine yourself. Are you steady when things are tough? Can she trust you to be there, not just physically, but emotionally, when she needs support? Building this type of dependability requires discipline and self-reflection, qualities Stoic philosophers encouraged every man to develop. To win her heart, focus on embodying that consistency. Show her through your actions that you can be trusted, that you're not swayed by life's chaos, and that you have the emotional resilience to be a true partner. A woman is more likely to feel secure and connected to a man who proves he can handle life's ups and downs with calm and confidence. Number 10. Are you considerate? Winning her heart isn't about grand gestures or expensive gifts. It's about making her feel genuinely comfortable, valued, and understood. Stoicism teaches us to approach relationships with mindfulness and emotional intelligence, which can significantly help in building a strong connection with her. To be considerate, start by truly listening to her. In Stoicism, Active listening is a practice that helps us remain present and focused on what the other person is saying without distractions or judgments. When she speaks, give her your full attention. Show that you care by asking follow-up questions, reflecting on what she shares, and bringing it up in future conversations. This makes her feel heard and valued, which is essential in making her trust you. For example, if she mentions a hobby or something meaningful to her, remember it, and in the future, surprise her with a thoughtful comment or gesture related to it. This shows not just consideration, but genuine interest, which deepens the emotional bond. Being attentive to small details, like changes in her appearance, is another simple way to demonstrate consideration. Stoicism teaches us to observe without judgment, but with appreciation. So if she gets a new haircut or wears a different outfit, compliment her sincerely. It's not about flattering her, but showing that you are observant and that you care enough to notice these little things. A comment like, "That's a nice new style for you," or "Those shoes really suit you," may seem small, but holds weight when it shows you pay attention. When it comes to gifts, Stoicism reminds us that material wealth is insignificant compared to the values behind our actions. So it's not about how expensive a gift is, but how meaningful and thoughtful it is. Women often appreciate small, personalized gestures over extravagant items because these reflect effort and attention. For instance, if she loves reading, a simple yet thoughtful gift, like a bookmark for her favorite book or a handwritten note expressing how much you value her, can have a powerful emotional impact. Even something like getting her favorite coffee blend shows that you've taken the time to understand her preferences, which is far more valuable than any pricey item. In the end, winning her heart through thoughtfulness and consideration isn't just about impressing her. It's about cultivating a meaningful connection. Stoicism teaches us to be mindful, considerate, and present in our actions. And by applying these principles in how we interact with her, we not only build a deeper relationship, but one based on genuine care and respect. Number 11. Her friends need to like you too. One of the most significant hurdles you'll face when trying to win her heart is proving that you can not only connect with her, but also win over her friends. In many relationships, a woman's social circle plays a major role in her decision-making process, especially when it comes to committing to a deeper relationship. If she's on the fence about whether to take things to the next level, her friends will likely have a big influence on what happens next. From a Stoic perspective, this isn't about trying to control what her friends think or pretending to be someone you're not. Instead, it's about showing your true character and allowing your actions to speak for themselves. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." Apply this principle when meeting her friends. Don't focus on impressing them. Focus on being authentic, respectful, and present in the moment. When she introduces you to her circle, how you handle yourself is crucial. Remember, Stoicism teaches us to remain calm and composed under any circumstances. So, even if you feel nervous, center yourself and stay grounded. Engage with her friends by asking thoughtful questions, genuinely listening to what they have to say, and being considerate in your responses. Show interest in their lives without being overly eager to please. This shows strength of character, which is far more attractive than trying too hard to win approval. Let's say her friend brings up a topic you're not familiar with. Instead of pretending to know or awkwardly changing the subject, approach the conversation with curiosity and humility. You might say, "That sounds interesting. I'd love to learn more about it." This demonstrates confidence and openness, qualities rooted in Stoic wisdom. You're showing that you're comfortable with what you don't know and eager to grow, rather than trying to prove yourself. Her friends will naturally evaluate whether you're a good fit for her, but Stoicism reminds us that we can't control their opinions. All you can do is control how you present yourself. Focus on being present, polite, and authentic. As Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." If one of her friends seems cold or disinterested, don't let it shake your confidence. Stay composed and show her that you can handle any situation with grace. By embodying these Stoic principles, authenticity, composure, and humility, you'll not only make a positive impression on her friends, but also demonstrate the strength of your character. And when her friends see that you're not only a good partner, but a man of depth and wisdom, they'll naturally support her in moving the relationship forward. As we wrap up today's exploration into the art of winning her heart, it's clear that the path to true connection isn't paved with grand gestures or flashy displays. Instead, it's built through the consistent demonstration of virtues like confidence, energy, ambition, and above all, respect for oneself and others. Stoicism teaches us that it's these everyday actions, filled with intent and integrity, that forge deep and lasting bonds. Thank you for joining us on this journey through modern Stoicism and the mastery of relationships. Your engagement and participation make our community stronger and more insightful. If today's discussion resonated with you, don't hesitate to like this video and share your thoughts in the comments below. We value your input and look forward to seeing how these principles play out in your own experiences. And don't forget, there are more videos just like this one waiting for you on our channel. Check out the recommended videos on your screen to continue your journey toward a more fulfilling and stoic lifestyle. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated with all our latest content. Your path to a deeper, more meaningful connection is just one click away. Thank you for watching, and remember, the art of attraction is not just about drawing someone in, but also about cultivating a presence that's truly worth embracing.